My name is METİN Arılaşır. At first, I'm sorry. I have flu. This is 278th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, quantums group velocity multiplied by phase velocity equals to c square formula is wrong. 600,000 kilometers per second wave velocity is the threshold to become a neutrino for a free electron. 1. In accepted physics theories, there is wave packet picture. Right side in accepted physics, left side, and this side is my snapshot. In accepted physics theories, there is wave packet picture. According to this picture, group velocity is equal to particle velocity, and this is formula, quantum's formula here. Group velocity multiplied by phase velocity is equal to c squared. If so, when a particle velocity is, for instance, 120,000 kilometers per second, 1.2 10 to the 8 meter per second, phase velocity, according to this wrong formula, phase velocity will be 7.10 to the 8 meter per square, or 750,000 kilometers per second. This result here, this result and wave packet picture of accepted physics is wrong. Phase velocity, group velocity distinction is wrong. 2. According to my theory and my formulas, electron motion forms are unique sources of light propagation in our universes. Ordinary object cannot do that. Whether it is at rest or in motion, a free electron motion form produces and propagates intertwined, interconnected, successive light waves. Yes. Three. When a free electron motion form relocates as the light source, here, electron motion form, in this direction, I say 0 degrees direction, it is in motion, for instance. If it were at rest, lambda normal, and each waves in all direction will have same speed of light. But when an electron motion form is in motion, the case changes like this. In this direction, wave velocity will decrease. Opposite direction, wave velocity will increase. In all directions, in all points, in all orientations, in all directions, in all points, wave velocity will change. Okay. When a free electron motion form relocates as the light source in every direction, point wave velocity, point wavelength, point energy, point momentum, point mass, point angular momentum, point tangential velocity of every point on a spherical ring-shaped wave change without frequency changing. Frequency is equal c divided by lambda, but is equals to c minus source velocity cosine alpha divided by lambda normal minus delta lambda cosine alpha. Here, in spite of wave velocity and wavelength change, frequency is constant in this context. Light velocity is variable and it changes depend on its source. Here the source is electron motion form, unique source of light. Light velocity is variable and it changes depend on its source's motion direction, orientation and velocity. Here, one of my main formula for electron motion form, energy formula. As I told you before, this is c direction energy formula that I put forth. This is linear velocity direction formula that I put forth. Here, c direction energy formula, intertwined. This is d alpha, wave velocity formula. D alpha is equal to c minus, this is so important, electron motion form velocity cosine alpha. Okay, this is so important. Here, this is wavelength changing formula, lambda alpha. Okay. Here, for instance, point mass of electron, this is formula, but I don't want to confuse your mind now. Don't forget. D alpha is wave velocity, point wave velocity is equal to speed of light minus electron motion form source velocity cosine alpha. D alpha is equal to c minus VE, electron motion form velocity cosine alpha is one of my formulas. D alpha represents point wave velocity in a certain direction. VE is electron motion form's velocity. The motion direction of electron motion form is 0 degree. opposite direction of its motion is 180 degrees. Here. Therefore, in motion direction, 0 degree direction of electron motion form, the point wave velocity will be at the minimum value. Okay. In the opposite direction of electron motion form, motion 180 degrees, point wave velocity will be at the maximum value. Please listen to me, this is so important. This means that the maximum point wave velocity of a light wave cannot exceed or equal 600,000 kilometers per second. Cannot exceed this wave. Cannot exceed. Why? When an electron motion form velocity reaches the speed of light, according to this formula, C minus, if electron motion form has speed of light, d alpha will be 0. Okay. Now, when an electron motion form velocity reaches the speed of light, maximum point wave velocity will be equal to 0. If an electron motion form velocity is 2.99999 like this, 10 to the 8 meter per second, or 999 kilometers per second, if an electron motion form velocity is this, maximum point wave velocity will be equal to what? 5.99 10 to the 8 meter per second, or 999,000 kilometers per second. Approximately twice speed of light. Here. $5,999 kilometers per second. Yes. By the way, minimum point wave velocity in electron motion form direction will be 1,000 kilometers per second, or 0.01 10 to the 8 meter per second. Eventually, since the maximum point wave velocity cannot exceed or equal to 600,000 kilometers per second, or 6.10 to the 8 meter per second, quantums, group velocity multiplied by phase velocity is equal to c squared. Formula is wrong. 5. According to my theory and my formulas, an electron motion form can exceed the speed of light. When a free electron motion form, as I told you before, when a free electron motion form exceeds speed of light, it loses its wave property, and waves become jets. like this. This is electron motion form, motion arrow. Okay. It loses its wave property and its successive waves lose their wave properties. Okay. Becomes jets and it loses electron motion form, loses its mass and its waves. There is no waves from now on and there is no mass. According to my theory and my formulas, 5, an electron motion form can exceed the c and exceeds. When a free electron motion form exceeds speed of light, it loses its wave property and waves become jets. Since the mass becomes what? Jets. Okay. Since the mass originated from wave property and it needs wavelength concept, when a free electron motion form exceeds c